Since the many propulsion breakthroughs of the 19th century, vehicle propulsion has advanced significantly. In addition to the recently popular electric motor and internal combustion engines, we also have rotary engines, a form of internal combustion engine that operates more smoothly. As a major enthusiast of these engines, Mazda just unveiled a new rotary engine that they hope would upend the EV market. Come along as we examine how the new rotary engine from Mazda might ruin the EV market. The remarkable tale of Mazda's rotary engine started with the idea of a young German called Felix Wankel. When he was barely 17 years old in 1919, Felix dreamt of building a new sort of gasoline engine. He was adamant about pursuing his idea despite lacking any technical background with internal combustion engines. His objective was to create a low-tech engine that, in comparison to conventional piston engines, could perform all the phases of internal combustion, including intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust. He devised a novel design that had a peanut-shaped chamber with a revolving triangle rotor. Tsuneji Matsuda, the president of Mazda at the time, was interested in using rotary engine technology to set the company apart and gain a competitive edge. For the purpose of developing the Wankel rotary engine for mass production, Mazda therefore entered into a deal with NSU Motor and Workei. Mazda is now reintroducing this power plant, but this time it's a little different. This most recent version of the rotary engine has a number of noteworthy advancements that make it a potential power plant for the present day, even if it may vary from its predecessors. The new Mazda MX-30 Rev utilizes a single rotor rotary engine, a change from the two-rotor rotary engine that was recognized for its performance in the preceding RX-8 model. This shift in design could raise eyebrows, since devotees have gotten used to the power and rev-happy characteristics of the twin-rotor engines. However, economy and environmentally friendly mobility are the driving forces behind Mazda's strategy for the new rotary engine. One significant advancement is the introduction of direct fuel injection into the combustion chamber. Mazda guarantees higher fuel atomization and combustion, which improves efficiency and lowers pollutants by pumping gasoline directly into the chamber. The new engine also has an innovative feature called exhaust gas recirculation, or EGRI. Efficiency is improved by this technique, especially at low loads and low RPMs. The EGR system may lessen the amount of labor needed to maintain engine temperature, which leads to better fuel efficiency and fewer greenhouse gas emissions by recirculating part of the exhaust gases back into the engine. Moreover, EGR contributes to a decrease in the generation of nitrogen oxides, dangerous pollutants released during combustion. Despite having just a single rotor, the engineers have managed to optimize the engine's performance while keeping fuel economy and pollution in control. This strategy is a wonderful fit for Mazda's future goals, which include balancing environmental responsibility with the thrill of driving. Additionally, Mazda has switched from iron side housings to aluminum ones. The engine is lighter and more effective since aluminum side housings have been used in place of iron ones. Moreover, applying a spray-on plasma ceramic coating increases wear and lowers friction, improving the overall performance and longevity of the engine. Another noticeable upgrade is the broader apex seals, which are now up to 2.5 millimeters wider, indicating a 25 increase. The engine's lifetime and dependability are increased as a consequence of this modification's enhanced wear resistance. For fans of the conventional rotary engine, there remains some unsatisfactory news despite these developments. The engine is now utilized primarily as a range extender in the Mazda MX-30 Rev. The generator is started by the rotary engine, not the wheels themselves. After then, this generator supplies electricity to a battery directly or via an inverter, which powers the vehicle's electric motor. This indicates that the engine and the driving wheels are not mechanically connected, While this arrangement enables Mazda to benefit from the small size and flawless functioning of the rotary engine, it may come as a disappointment to those who are looking for a direct replication of the legendary rotary-powered sports cars of the past. For the completely electric Mazda MX-30 Rev, the rotary engine extends the vehicle's range. Rather of powering the MX-30 directly, it produces energy that may be used to power an electric motor, powers the car, or to charge the battery. On the other hand, there are intriguing speculations and leaked patents related to the Mazda RX-9 concept. It indicated that an electric motor and a tri-rotor rotary engine may be included in the RX-9. This configuration implies that the RX-9 might possibly be a hybrid vehicle, using the power of the rotary engine with the electric motor to drive the wheels directly. So, what is the precise mechanism of the Wankel rotary engine? With a few exceptions, the Mazda Wankel rotary engine functions similarly to a typical piston engine. It makes use of triangle-shaped rotors set on a shaft in place of pistons. These rotors revolve in a circular manner inside a specific housing. When the rotor makes a hole in the housing for the fuel and air to enter, the engine cycle starts. The mixture is then compressed by the rotor as it passes through the housing. During the combustion phase, two spark plugs ignite the compressed mixture. The chamber expands and causes the subsequent explosion, which propels the rotor. The exhaust gases from the combustion are released from the housing at the conclusion of the cycle. After then, the cycle never stops, with each rotor completing many cycles for every shaft rotation. There are at least 40 moving components in a typical four-stroke piston engine, including the crankshaft, timing gears, valves, connecting rods, and pistons. The rotary engine, on the other hand, provides a significant decrease in moving components. The eccentric shaft and the rotor are the only two moving components of a single rotor rotary engine, with only 3 moving elements: the 2 rotors and the eccentric shaft. The number of moving parts is still astonishingly low, even when additional rotors are added, as in the case of a 2-rotor rotary engine. This simplicity in design is one of the primary reasons why many people thought the rotary engine to be a breakthrough technology even from its early phases. Felix Winkel, the inventor, obtained government assistance for his engine's early development since the idea had great promise. Similar to this, the Japanese government helped Mazda with their rotary pursuits, enabling the business to function autonomously and fully realize the promise of this cutting-edge technology. The decrease in moving components not only simplified the engine's construction, but also brought various benefits, including enhanced dependability and reduced maintenance requirements. The rotary engine's reputation as a cutting-edge and future propulsion technology was further enhanced by its smooth and high-revving nature, which attracted enthusiasts. The smooth and quiet running of the Winkel rotary engine in the Mazda is another. The rotary engine completes the thermodynamic cycle twice as quickly in only 360 degrees as the piston engine, which takes 720 degrees. This allows the rotary engine to reach very high revolutions while retaining minimal engine vibrations, along with the rotor's smooth motion. Why did Mazda first discontinue producing this engine if it is so good? Mazda distinguished itself as one of the few manufacturers to stick with the Winkel rotary engine once it was introduced. Mazda maintained its commitment to Tsuneji Matsuda's original concept, keeping the dream alive with a determined team of engineers, while other firms abandoned up on the rotary engine. Even inside Mazda, there was doubt about the project throughout development, as many saw it as an expensive undertaking. Nonetheless, the business persisted in making investments in new developments and innovations, which allowed the rotary engine to endure and advance. Even with Mazda's perseverance, the obstacles become more serious as the US and other important markets imposed tighter emissions laws. The RX-8's rotary-powered manufacturing eventually ceased in 2012. The RX-8 did not enjoy the same level of success as the RX-7, even with the introduction of the new Rhinesis 13B engine. In the 9 years between 2003 and 2012, only around 200,000 Oxate units were made. A turning point was reached when the Roxate was discontinued, and Mazda refocused on finding new applications for and advancements in rotary technology. Even though Mazda was no longer producing rotary engines for conventional cars, the company kept researching and developing new uses for this unusual power source. However, Mazda persisted in developing this engine, and it has since returned.